Hey there and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Alicia. Today we're going to be going over the next 3 book club picks for the LitInTranslation book club. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. I'm super stoked for the next 3 book club picks. I think they're going to be fantastic and amazing reads, or at least I hope that they are. And I also have amazing co-hosts that I can't wait to discuss these books with. I recently started a book club called LitInTranslation, where we basically read one translated book every month. I do have a co-host that joins me to discuss the book at the end of the month, and so far it's been great. We've read The Shadow of the Wind. We've also read Vita Nostra. Now for this book club, we actually do read across a variety of different genres, which is awesome because you not only get to try translated fiction, but you also get to sample from a genre that you may not normally read. So let's start off with May's book club pick. That is going to be The Shadow Book of Gier, Empyrean Librarian and Investigator of the Strange. This is edited and translated by Izzy Yu and John Yu Branscum, and Ji Yuan is actually a historical figure in China. He was specifically a Chinese philosopher, politician, and writer, and they wrote a lot of short stories that focus on the occult and the mysterious, blended with speculative fiction. So I'm really excited to dive into these stories because they sound like they're going to be strange and maybe creepy, and I love strange and creepy. So the back of the book says, imagine if H.P. Lovecraft were Chinese and his tales were true. Beginning in 1789, Ji Yuan published 5 volumes of strange tales that combine supernatural and frequently moving autobiographical accounts with early speculative fictions. These revolutionized Chinese speculative fiction and nonfiction and portrayed a China never before depicted, one poised between old ways and new, where repeating rivals share the world with Tibetan black magic, Jesuit astronomers, rubbed elbows with cosmic horrors, and a vibrant sex trade of the reanimated dead was conducted in the night. Combining insights into Chinese magic and metaphysics with tales of cannibal villages, sentient fogs, and alien encounters, as well as nightmarish narratives of soul swapping, haunted cities, and fox spirits, there is no literary work quite like that of Ji Yuan. This collection of short stories sounds like it's going to be quite the ride, so I'm really excited to read this. So I do have to thank my lovely host. Why can't I speak today? So I do have to thank my lovely co-host Amy for choosing this book. So thank you, Amy, so much for choosing this book. I will leave Amy's YouTube channel down below. Her hashtag is @PotatoBrarian. And every co-host will be listed and linked down below in case you do want to check out their channels, which I really do recommend. By the way, if I forgot to mention, this is a collection of short stories and it is within the horror genre. So now on to the book club pick for June. In June, we are going to be reading some translated fantasy. And I'm really excited because my co-host for June is going to be Charmaine over at Traveling Through Books. And the book that she selected is A Hero Born by Yong, and this is translated by Anna Holmwood. This is the first book in the Legends of the Condor Heroes, which I believe it's a series of 3 books. Yes, here I am starting new series when I haven't finished other series that I've started. It is what it is. This one is one that I'm really excited about because it's been on my shelf quite a while. It's one that I've really wanted to start, but as I mentioned, there are so many other series that I wanted to finish first, so I never really made the time for it. But now, thanks to Charmaine, I'm going to be able to not only read it, but get to discuss it with her and all of you, and I'm just really excited to see what this will bring to the table. And so the synopsis reads, after his father, a devoted Song patriot, is murdered by the Jin Empire, Zhuo Jing and his mother flee to the plains of Genghis Khan and his people for refuge. For one day, he must face his mortal enemy in battle in the Garden of the Drunken Immortals. Under the tutelage of Genghis Khan and the 7 heroes of the South, Guo Jin hones his kung fu skills. Humble, loyal, and perhaps not always wise, Huo Jing faces a destiny both great and terrible. However, in a land divided and with a future largely unknown, Guo Jing must navigate love and war, honor and betrayal before he can face his own fate and become the hero he's meant to be. In a world where kung fu is magic, kingdoms vie for power, and the battle to become the ultimate kung fu master unfolds, an unlikely hero is born. Oh, this sounds like it's gonna be such a fun book to read. Can't wait for June to finally pick this up. And last but not least, the book club pick for July is going to be A Castle in the Clouds by Kerstin Gier. And this is translated by Romy Fursland. Now, I'm not exactly sure what genre this is in, so I do know that this is a young adult book, and I think if it's within the contemporary genre, it might have elements of magical realism, but overall I do believe it's a contemporary. Now, if you're someone who likes more of a feel-good read, something that's very light and fun, I feel like this is going to be the perfect book for July for something lighter, something more fun, something wholesome. And I will be joined by none other than Naomi from Naomi's Library. So I'm really excited to read this with her and see what she thinks of it. So for a brief synopsis, Sophie Spark has her work cut out for her. As an intern at the Grand European Hotel, she has to deal with snooty guests and their mischievous children, handsome newcomers, and preparation for the famous New Year's Eve ball. But unexpected problems keep arising, and some of the guests are not who they pretend to be. Sophie soon finds herself in the middle of a perilous adventure and at risk of losing not only her job, but also her heart. Combining humor, thrills, and romance as only Kerstin Gier can, A Castle in the Clouds is a feel-good read with lovable characters and an enchanting setting. So those are the next 3 book club picks for May, June, and July. More details will be coming soon for the live show for the May book club pick. I still need to go ahead and talk with Potato Amy about when the live show works for her, so more details coming soon. But you can also go ahead and follow the Instagram for the LitInTranslation book club to stay up to date. I will go ahead and also link that down below. Thank you so much if you're here watching this video, or if you've participated in any of the live shows or read any of the books. That truly means the world to me. I'm really excited for these books, and I hope you go ahead and join in. Let me know down below if there's any particular book you're excited about, or even unrelated to this, has there been any translated book that you just adored and need to share? Let me know. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!